You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah!
Good morning and welcome to episode 1329 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed right here. Subscribe, like, and set to auto download if you don't mind. Today, we've got some food delivery updates, Halloween overreactions, fools in schools, Florida men, and some crazy but also amazing listener submissions. How you fellas doing? We got Wes, Mark, and Will here.
Great.
Doing pretty good. Do have to say at the top of the show, we switched platforms about like 5 weeks ago, and if you've been experiencing any technical issues, please let us know what they are and when. Like with the ads,
Right. Specifically Apple Podcasts, Spotify listeners.
Yeah.
If you're having any errors with the podcast, please let us know. Please DM us or whatever, and just tell us what happened, and so we can report it back.
We're working with these fools. We're going to get it fixed, but if you can tell us exactly what you're experiencing, that will help get it done quicker.
Please be patient. Don't leave us. We're working on it.
We're going to get it fixed. Come hell or high water. Yeah.
We're working on it.
Yeah. 80% accuracy and apparently around that in terms of our new platform's technical issues.
Right. Well, I think they might be lower than us.
They might be lower. Yeah.
Rad Dad in the live chat. You can also watch us tape live at youtube.com/hardfactornews the night before the pod drops on those apps. He asks, where's part-time Pat? Well, he's still on paternity leave, Rad Dad.
Jesus, Rad knows. Rad Dad knows. He's just being goofy.
We give at least 1 week of paternity leave here at Hard Factor News.
Pat'll be 2.
A gracious policy.
That might be more than 1 week.
Yeah. We said 2. Will did 1, but Pat's gonna be 2.
He might take the 2.
Yeah, I mean, you get up to 2. You get up to 2. Yeah, so that's where he's at. We're here today, though. We got you covered, Rad Dad. And yeah, everybody just let us know if you have any problems. Just DM us. We're working on it.
Yeah, never feel shy about letting us know, like if our mics are too low, if the ads are not playing correctly, because we got to know, and then we'll fix it. We want to have the best user experience possible.
Yeah,
for you.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. For the Hardo Hive.
Right. Like Shorov says, if I do good work for you, then you'll want to give me work to do, so I will do good work for you. Right.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Mm-hmm. You guys ready to party?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Do you know who you're with? 3 Factor, yeah. And this is real news.
All right. So as you can imagine, with Halloween having just happened, the fucked up Halloween stories are still rolling in and probably will be for some time. What'd you do on Halloween?
Yeah. There were some mistakes made that made
Full
the news
moons
for some
out.
folks.
Exactly. Got one today.
Yeah, I'm doing one right now. Exactly. So I've got one for you today too. This guy right here, who's 43-year-old Michael Yafan Wen from Manhasset, New York. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. There's probably some punching error. It's Manhasset, New York. Is a real piece of shit. This guy is.
It looks like if Jackie Chan went totally homeless and on like 85 benders, and then somehow one of his eyes shrank.
Yeah, look how one of his eyes is just lower on his face. Obviously he's has half of his eyes shut there, but the other eye's just lower. With his nose, see how half of his face is lower. His nostrils lower, his eyes lower on that side.
Sure, he's not just slanted.
Is that
no pun intended, but
it looks like a stroke face.
Is it a stroke?
I wasn't trying to go there either, Wes. I think that's not what I was going for, but I think it might be a stroke face. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's just his head's tilted to the one side, maybe.
I don't know, or he's in a gravity tunnel only on half of his face. But yeah. Red Dad says strong face, which I think he was trying to say stroke face. Yeah. So this guy's a real piece of shit. The stroke should have got him. Is what should have happened. Some would say he's a bigger Halloween Grinch than Hard Factor Wes.
I'm not a Halloween Grinch. I'm a decoration Grinch for Halloween, maybe.
Just the decorate. Wes loves everything about Halloween, just not the scariness of the decorations. That
you
part.
didn't hand out candy.
Mark, you went one step above me and put a bowl out. Come on.
So I gave kids candy.
You didn't hand it out.
Well,
Come on.
Well, he went
Don't
the
pat
straight
yourself on
box
the back
candy.
too hard.
we're giving the neighborhood kids candy. So what you did was
Put a
not
trough out.
much of a difference, right? Okay.
Oh, Wes, did you
Like
see
feral
though?
cats.
Speaking of Halloween,
Oh, you're right.
Halloween videos.
You're right. Giving
Hey,
out
hey.
candy is different than not giving out candy.
Wes,
Well,
you'd like this though.
you-
You'd like this.
You went 5 minutes more of effort above me.
It doesn't matter about the effort. The kids got candy, you Grinch,
Well, trip to the store, I'd give it 15 minutes. But
15
Wes,
and paid for it. Yeah.
15 minutes. Yeah.
Wes, have you seen the bait bowl for kids? You might like to do this next year. You can electrocute kids in your Just Take One if they come up.
You
and
might
take
like that.
Yeah. There's a
Maybe
bunch of
that'll get
videos
Wes
of
thinking
people
about
doing
candy.
it this year.
Of
Yeah.
course. Send me the link. I'll get one today.
I'll send you the video.
I might do that all year round.
Yeah. But the reason people are saying this dude might be a bigger Halloween Grinch than Wes is because of how he handled a very small inconvenience on his part on Halloween night earlier this week. So around 7:25 p.m. Halloween night, or as Wen calls it, a 42-year-old mother was driving her daughter, her two sons, and a nephew to a nearby residence to drop off a goodie bag of candy to one of the kid's friends. I think it was the daughters. Maybe the kid was sick, or maybe it's like a handicapped kid that couldn't trick or treat. You know, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's all kinds of reasons somebody might not be able to get
That'd
out.
be parents.
being
Maybe the
nice.
parents were working.
Bringing them
These
some
people
candy.
didn't want to bring this shitty kid around, but they were like, we'll just bring her candy or whatever. So they're dropping off candy to the little freak's house, and that was nice. It was the 10-year-old daughter's friend. It was, and so the 10-year-old daughter got out of the car, and her 6-year-old brother, one of her brothers, gets out of mom's car and approaches the house. They ring the doorbell. They don't want to see the little kid for whatever reason. Maybe again, it's like a disfigured thing. So they ring the doorbell, leave the candy, and run back to the car. Like, oh my God, let's get out of here. Pretty straightforward. Except it was dark out, and little Dum Dum and her naive follows along younger brother didn't look too hard at what porch she was dropping the candy off at, and she somehow missed her friend's house. And guess whose house she dropped the bag off at?
Oh, strong face.
Yeah,
Wen's house.
Wen's
Yeah,
house.
Wen.
That's right, Wen's house. Now, as the family was pulling away, the little girl decided to be an intelligent human being again and said, "Mommy, that's not Darlene's house. That one is." The mom probably should have known her daughter's friend's house as well, but I digress. So the mom says, "Okay, no big deal," not realizing she was about to send her kids back to the lion's den, and said, "Hey, go back, get the bag, bring your innocent little follows along 6-year-old brother back to the stranger's porch too, grab the bag, go drop it off to Darlene the cripple's house,
Wow.
so she can't trick or treat herself." And
This is just like a street, right? And he has a porch on the street, and then they're just going to move it from his porch to the next porch over.
that's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So she explains that, right? Just like how I said it, right? Darlene's house, right? So the little girl and boy go back to get the bag from Wen's house. But if you remember earlier, they rang the doorbell. So fool Wen once. This time he was waiting for them. And as soon as
why did they ring the doorbell if the
the
candy
first
was on
time,
the
just to,
porch?
like, hey, like deliver the candy.
First time, right?
They
yeah,
rang
his
the doorbell
candy
the
was on
first
porch.
time.
Hey, freak, candy's on the step.
Exactly. Like they probably like yelled that as they
Yeah.
rang the doorbell, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
pounded, like stomped on the wooden porch, like that's like a noise, like in a chainsaw. So this time fool went once. This time he was ready for the kids, and as soon as the 6-year-old who got the bag instead of his sister, it's her sister's friends, she sent her 6-year-old brother to get it. So he gets up to the porch, gets the bag, the door swings open, and Wen points a pistol at the 6-year-old's temple, right on his head.
Whoa. Jesus, when?
He realized it was a 6-year-old, right? Is he
did.
blind or is
No, he just hates Halloween.
Okay. He's just
and-
hateful.
Yeah. So puts that gun right to the kid's flesh. And after little Tommy pisses himself, the mom starts getting suspicious, and finally cooler heads prevail. He didn't pull the trigger. He just kind of was like, "Get out of here, or I will pull the trigger." And then the mom kind of like drove a few feet away, called the cops. The cops came and
It's got to be a
arrested.
serious felony, right?
Yeah, he was arrested without incident, so he didn't try to fight the cops. He didn't shoot the kid. But he was charged with menacing in the second degree. That's probably a felony, and endangering the welfare of a child, probably also a felony. So 2 felonies.
I mean, that was probably the best scare those kids had all Halloween. I mean,
Good point.
He won
Great
the
point.
scare contest.
Great point.
Was it a real gun?
Oh, yes, very much so.
Damn. Had he gone fake gun, Wes is right. Could have been the best fucking Halloween decoration of all time. But
gun to the head every time you knock on Wen's door for a
that's scary.
That's a house.
That's scary.
I dare you to knock on Wen's house.
Yeah, he's gonna put a gun to your head.
Yeah. But instead, he uses a real gun
scary.
because he's just a psychopath. Wow.
Yeah, that kid's not going to want to trick or treat ever again. The 6-year-old.
No, trauma. Yeah.
No.
I feel like every Asian mugshot that I see that where the Asian's crazy, they're always wearing a hoodie. I don't know if that's just me, but I feel like that's the uniform of arrested Asian guys is just this kind of hoodie. I don't know why.
Well, it's cold out. It's like
I don't know. I just feel like it's just every time I see one, they're in the same fucking hoodie.
Yeah, they're in Wen's uniform.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's kind of like got like God, I don't want to play along this game. It's kind of got like Chinese delivery.
Right.
Outfit. Right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Smoking a cigarette on a scooter.
Right.
Yeah.
This guy sounds like a shut-in, though. I mean, he's so mad. You can't even ring his doorbell on Halloween. I mean, it's Halloween.
You can't even give him a bag of candy.
Right.
Like it was like a gift.
Did he ever explain himself to the police? Did he?
I don't think. No, it doesn't really get into Wen's mindset in the articles about him. It just kind of says he's a piece of shit.
That's probably a good thing, right?
Yeah.
People don't
think
know.
He probably is a man of few words. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a man of few words.
You're not getting much out of Wen. He's keeping his mouth shut at the station. Why'd you do it, Wen? And he's just like not talking,
He's
Holy
leaning up
shit.
against the wall with his hoodie, smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Glad
all he's doing is asking for another cigarette.
Yeah. He's a 3-pack a day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just so crazy that his temper is basically. I mean, this guy's going to prison, right? Probably. I mean, or at least like severely fucking up his life with all that felony going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good for Wen.
Wow. Stephen C has a theory. Maybe he's a type 2 diabetic and he thought they were trying to kill him with the candy.
Maybe. Isn't that kind of rare though?
No, he's joking. He's saying the sugar was like a weapon.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. No. That's it for that guy. Let's move on past that loser.
Okay. Let's go to Mesa, Arizona for another fools that work in schools. But is he a fool or was he just participating in Halloween, maybe even perhaps expressing his own religious freedom? Or is it even, more innocent than that? A Mesa high school teacher is being investigated after he dressed up as a devil, saying "Hail Satan" to students, according to one nerdy Christian in his class. Here's the news story.
A school teacher out of Mesa is being investigated after some students said that teacher dressed up as the devil and told students, "Hail Satan."
He's in a red
That teacher
polo.
is now
Not
on
even a good outfit.
administrative
Yeah, he had a
leave.
pitchfork.
12 News journalist Chase Golightly spoke with one of those students tonight and has the story. Chase?
That reported incident happened here at Mesa High School last week. We're told the teacher has been out of the
Are they the
classroom since
Devils?
Thursday, and at least
Mesa
one
Devils?
parent we spoke with tonight said it should stay that way.
Sophomore Nathaniel Hamlet walked into class to see his teacher dressed like this.
Yeah, he was dressed with horns and a pitchfork, and then he bopped me on the head with his pitchfork.
Taking this photo
Oh,
of his
no.
Mesa High School teacher on Wednesday. At this time, it's not clear why the teacher decided to dress like this.
Yeah, let me tell you, it was a
Red polo.
bad day to be wearing my Jesus Save shirt because
Oh.
he must have bopped me on the head with that pitchfork about 5 times, and I started to get really upset.
When he asked the teacher to stop,
Well, when I told him to stop, he said, "Why don't you pray to God to make me stop?" And then that's when I left, and on the way out, he started poking me in the ass with that pitchfork.
Hamilton told his dad, Chris, a former Mesa Public School Board candidate, about it.
Well, as you can see him on a giant cross around my neck, I am a Christian man, and it really offended me that he tried to stick his pitchfork in my son's ass.
The next day, that teacher was placed on paid administrative leave. Mesa Public Schools telling us they are investigating.
Yeah, I feel like my dad's taking it really hard, and we're going to family therapy now.
I renounce you, Satan, for what you've done to my son.
Other parents who did not want to go on camera said, while they don't agree with what the teacher did, firing them may take it too far.
Now, I did reach out to the teacher to get their side of the story. However, I have not heard back at this time. The district says it will continue its investigation into this situation. We're in Mesa tonight. Chief School Lightly, 12 News.
He's in the woods cutting a deer's head off.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Can't
yeah.
get back to you. Yeah.
Doing a Bible burning.
Right,
Yeah, too busy.
right.
Yeah. So, as you heard, the teacher was walking around. He was pointing the pitchfork at people. He may or may not have hit Nathaniel on the head with it, may or may not have tried to stick him in the ass with it, but he was walking around all the students holding it over their heads saying, "Hail Satan." And he was asked to stop, wouldn't stop. And that's when
He's
Nathaniel,
like a priest with like the smoke.
Yeah.
Like,
Did that
Yeah,
happen
yeah.
this? I mean, did that happen last month? It happened like Halloween themed, right? I'm assuming.
So it was Halloween Spirit Week. Here's the explanation from the
Okay.
teacher. He said on Tuesday, a teacher involved in this situation told 12 News the reason why they were dressed up was for Halloween Spirit Week. They said the theme was dynamic duos, and the teacher next door was in an angel costume. So he
where
was the
she
other.
when this kid was getting poked.
I don't know. He said participating in Spirit Week in this way for me is a way for me to engage with my students and bring fun to my classroom. It's truly not any more complicated than that.
What if it was her idea and he just has a crush on her and he like went along with it and now he's fired? She's like, we can go as Angel and Satan. He's like,
right.
sure.
He's got too into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got too into the act.
I mean, he didn't even wear like a leotard or like the horn.
No, he was wearing. So for
he
the
had, he had
listeners,
a
who
red
couldn't see,
polo. He had a red polo and then just
black pants, black khakis,
regular shorts,
red polo,
nothing
That's it.
on his face, and
And
a
a pitchfork.
$5 pitchfork.
Well, you couldn't
Yeah.
see his face; it was blurred out. But I mean, was he wearing like a
He
devil
didn't paint
mask or
his
anything,
face,
Wes? Like, what
no.
was going on?
No,
No.
he just had a red polo, devil horns, and a pitchfork. That was
Okay,
his
like the
outfit.
like the headband devil horns.
Yeah, yeah,
like you can
headband
take
devil
on and
horns.
off.
He owned the polo and he spent about $15.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, not even probably.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
I mean, that's
dollars to like
shitty
$5.
plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but Wes, now I know that kid and that dad were leveling some heavy accusations, but I had seen somewhere else that maybe he was just yelling "Hail Satan" and that's it, and that's all that that got reported.
Why was
or
he yelling "Hail Satan"?
He was yelling "Hail
the act.
Satan." He was also pointing the pitchfork above people's heads, like
baptizing
Mark
them,
said,
right,
like
right,
donning
like-
them, like
yeah,
basically
yeah.
possessing them. Hail
Right.
Satan, hail Satan. And Nathaniel asked him to stop. The dad says that he felt like he was
Halloween.
targeting his son, as you saw that the son was wearing a
So I
fear
feel
for
like-
Jesus. Or something.
right? So then he zeroed in on Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
He
yeah.
hates
Oh, the
Nathaniel.
devil's really coming for you.
Nathaniel's always raising his hand and answering a question. Now, Will, I feel like this is up to Will because Will is the most anti-Satanist of the group.
100%. But this is Halloween,
And-
bro. This is not.
Okay,
This
so he
is
gets a
not.
pass.
He didn't burn Bibles in class. He
No.
didn't. He didn't like try to like like sacrifice a goat in class in front of Nathaniel. He dressed up as the devil in a tag team with the teacher.
What
next
about
door
like
as
a
the angel?
What about like a couple days suspension or like a 1 week suspension? Maybe I could see
Sure,
that,
because
yeah.
he probably shouldn't have picked on the kid that asked him
Right.
to stop. But
And
other than
because there
that-
was such hard feelings, and the Hail Satan. Had he not said Hail,
Hail
Satan,
Satan is
had he
may
not
have
said
taken
Hail
it too far.
Satan,
Yeah.
I don't think anything happens to him.
Because Nathaniel said that he was offended because of his faith, that he was
Right.
saying "Hail Satan."
So maybe a
and-
couple
Dude,
days
it's
suspension.
Halloween. It's Halloween. Now, how can Nathaniel not separate Halloween Spirit Week from regular fucking daily life? Like
you
that,
don't ever put down JC, not even on Halloween for that.
not
family.
Nathaniel's family.
No.
No, because
Hold
It's
on,
not a
Dick
pass.
on your
It's
ass,
not a pass
Nathaniel's
to start
family.
messing with JC.
yeah,
it's unreal. It's
Yeah.
unreal. And then I saw this too. I saw that Halloween participation is dropping these days because people are just fucking losers and they don't like to have a good time anymore. This is only reinforcing that in my mind.
Check out the Hive Hour, patreon.com/hardfactor to see what we think of the younger generation.
But in addition to a little bit more about Chris's dad and why this is probably not going to go away for this poor teacher, Chris's dad in a Facebook post last month recruiting Republican precinct committeemen, he said evil is rampant within the Republican Party as well. We need warriors for Christ. And he also said in the school board, the Mesa Unified School Board, as an opponent of indoctrination, hypersexualization, and grooming. So he was supported by very far-right Republicans and senators, and he's going to make this guy's life a living hell now.
So this guy wearing a devil costume during Halloween Spirit Week is indoctrination and grooming?
Yeah. Well, no, this is what he was running for the school board.
Right.
Before.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
So
not
I'm just telling you
leveling
the kind of guy he is and how he's going to ruin this guy's life because he fucked with his son.
He's a hardo.
Yeah, he's a real hardo.
Like I mentioned earlier, and Tiller said Tiller says my high school's mascot was literally the demons. Like probably 10% of high schools, unlike schools, have like a demon mascot, the blue devils, the demons,
the literal devils.
So like he's
part of this is all wrong.
That's like every football game. There's a guy run out like Hail Satan, the devils.
Right.
Part of the devils.
Part of being a Christian is loving other people in your community. That's the number one word in the New Testament. And to get somebody fired for participating in their job's Spirit Week is the most unlovable, fucking unchristian thing you could do.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
and Nathaniel in a video, in part of the video you didn't see, says that he thinks he should be fired. Nathaniel wants him fired. Nathaniel wants him fired.
Whoa.
Do it for Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Says the father.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking break. No, I saw this one, Wes, and
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The Hail Satan is what got him in trouble, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Dude, it's part of the act. He's in a fucking costume.
Also, his
no, because he's
his
supposed to
puppy
be the
dog
devil.
love for the history teacher
He's
next door.
supposed to be the devil. I don't know if do you say Hail Satan when you are the devil?
Well, the devil
you
is
don't.
want
Hail,
to hail
you say
him,
hail.
right? I mean,
Hail me, yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, you
It's
say
unreal.
Hail me, right? Hey, go me.
Right. Yeah.
Really.
Pretty crazy.
This whole anti-Halloween thing is out of control. People are getting out of control with it. It's just it's sad.
It's a little much.
Probably warms Wes's heart.
Well, I think this one upsets Wes because it affected a Satanist or potential Satanist. So.
It's
He's not a
a tough one.
I know he's not. He probably fucking goes to church. Does he? Does he?
Yeah.
He's just trying to get in what's her name's pants. That's
what
all.
I'm saying. He's trying to bang the history teacher. It was her. Fuck them, dude. So she was like, let's do angel and devil. And he's like, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just tell me what to put on.
I don't think he was like, let's do Satan and angel. Yeah. That was her idea.
No, she wanted to wear the angel because she's going to look hot in the angel outfit.
Exactly. Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I support that.
Like, I guess
I
I have a red polo, and I guess I could get some shitty horns. I'd like to see her outfit. It was probably awesome.
Yeah, he ruined all of his chances, unfortunately. It sucks for him.
He can't work with her anymore. He's gonna
have
to be outside of school.
I'll see. They're investigating. We'll see if he gets fired. I hope he doesn't.
There's been a lot of backlash, man. I think that it seems like the sentiment on the internet is this is absolutely an overreaction from the school.
Even other parents were like, okay, a little bit of time off, fine, but don't fire him.
They're gonna have to pull Nathaniel from his class.
Oh yeah, if he gets fired, everyone's gonna hate Nathaniel.
No, but I'm saying even if he stays, also Nathaniel has to go either way.
Everybody's gonna be making fun of Nathaniel.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Nathaniel, heard you want me to get fired.
Yeah.
Dude, also now all you have to do is wear like a
C-, Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Everybody's gonna just be wearing like Blue Devils apparel around Nathaniel now. Just to fucking
recess,
troll him.
you can just be like, the devil's fucking your mom, Nathaniel, the devil's fucking your mom.
That would send him into a spiral.
Yeah, he's cooked.
Everybody knows how to get under his skin now.
Yeah.
Hope he doesn't play sports.
The devil is fucking me, Nathaniel.
If he plays sports, he's going to get a lot of that shit talked right in his ear while he's playing.
Kid's
I mean,
a
it's
loser.
just going to be.
He ain't playing sports.
No,
very vicious on Nathaniel.
You meant chess in his chess tournaments.
They talk a lot of shit in chess, I think.
Checkmate. The devil's fucking him up.
No, they don't. They don't talk about shit in chess.
That's me.
They accuse each other of using like vibrating.
Yeah, I'm just saying from
dirty.
the nerdy chess tournaments I've been to with Cam, they just sit there and
Shake
silence.
hands.
Yeah,
And then shake hands at the end.
Yeah.
No words exchanged.
They look at you wide eyed if you do something stupid, like, "Well, you're an idiot."
Yeah,
dude. Fucking, that's crazy. No, I'm with you. I'm with both of you guys. I'm with you and most of the internet. I think that's a huge overreaction. Teachers should not be fired.
Yeah.
No. All right. I got a long one here, but it's because we love you, all of the listeners in the Hardo Hive, but we're also busy trying to make new stuff for you all the time, new pods and whatnot. So we don't get to clear out the Instagram DMs too often. By the way, only like 2,000 more followers until I bleach the face on Instagram. So let people know. But I did get a chance to clear out those Instagram DMs today. And you definitely want to sign up for patreon.com/hardfactor for next week's Hive Hour on Wednesday for a can't miss interview that's too hot for the public stream as a result of an IG DM slide. It's going to blow your mind. I'm telling you, you will not want to miss it. And so that's a good thing that comes out of that. But also, here's some more incredible listener submissions from Instagram recently. A fun fact from Brian at History from Every Day posts, in a Florida courtroom in Pinellas County in 1983, an exotic dancer bent over in front of a judge, David Deemers, to defend her outfit in a trial, charging her with violating the county's nudity ordinance. The photo appeared in Playboy later that year. 3 exotic dancers were arrested by undercover officers for violating Pinellas County anti-nudity ordinance. The dancers argued that their shorts were too big to show anything. The judge ended up agreeing with the dancers, and the case was dismissed.
That's one of the greatest photos of all time. Look at the judge's eye line. The judge is giving it his all with the peak there.
Could you stay down there, honey? I need a closer look. Do you think he got out from behind the bench? And
I think so. I want a close up of the judge's eyes.
He's too rock hard to get stand
Judge is loving it. You're right.
Yeah.
I can't see enough.
Yeah, he needs to get it. He needs to get a full view of that. I mean, and I'm glad that he dismissed it too. Obviously, it's covering it up. So, but us oogling,
she's right.
She's damn right.
I'll be back. I gotta go to my chambers real quick.
Let's recess.
Right.
Well, I'd like to see myself in my chambers.
You might want to see her in the chambers, you know?
Can I get that sketch?
That judge probably got some good perks for letting them off. And while some these days, guys, especially on TikTok, may call me creepy or us creepy for making that joke about wanting to get a closer look at a stripper who's showing off her undies in court, Hive Hour, patreon.com/hardfactor for more on that. Let's take a look at what a real creep actually looks like. From Ivan in Texas on Instagram, at ABC7LA posts, a Chino man is accused of disturbing sex crimes with a minor, and the assaults occurred inside the suspect's replica A-Team van. Police say the man also owns a replica mystery machine van from Scooby-Doo. The police fear there may be more victims. Damn. So yeah,
that first van's awesome.
Both those vans are
black
pretty solid.
van is so cool.
Yeah, well, they're both decent like copies of the from the shows, and the mystery van's like very much a kid's show for Scooby-Doo. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, the minor victims thought the vans were badass too.
Right.
So that's right, everybody. Take a look at what a real creep, Gen V for virgins. That's what a real creep looks like. Edmundo Alarcon, 44, of Chino, California, has been banging a minor, and the police suspect many more, inside his classic vans for at least a year, according to the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office. So he was arrested at his home on Tuesday and was booked for sexual penetration of a minor under duress, which is
Well,
exactly what it sounds like that went down inside the classic TV themed vans. And the cops are, they got the word out looking for more victims because they suspect there's probably plenty
I
more.
would have got away with it too if it wasn't for
Right.
your pest
Damn kids.
damn kids.
Telling the
Pesky.
cops about what we did in the van.
And his dog.
Jesus.
Yeah. So that's what a real creep is, Gen V. So take note, Mark's not a creep for thinking Heidi Klum is hot.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's another Hive Hour shout out. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the younger generation thinks I'm a creep for complimenting Heidi Klum for being good looking. Right.
Yeah. Well,
she's 50. She's like 51, by the way.
Right. Yeah, and she looks great. Speaking of creepy, from Homero on Instagram, clay artist specializing in incorporating sentimental materials at Trinkets by Amanda DeBooth posted this video that may make moose turd jewelry seem more reasonable. Check it out.
Powdered semen sample into the cutest little elephant ever. My client reached out and she wanted a single pearl, but she also wanted something including her favorite animal, which is an elephant. So she shipped her partner's semen sample all the way to us. We took the liquid, turned it into a powder. I incorporated it into the clay. She wanted it marbled with blues. Before I incorporate the jizzy clay, I sculpted out the base first. And then what I like to do is drape the semen included clay over top of the base that I made. Usually for sculptures, if I'm incorporating ashes, then the ashes are part of the core of the piece. For semen or breast milk, I always like to do it as a draped layer over top. That way you can really see the natural coloring of whether it be the semen sample or the breast milk really shine through, whether it's marbled with other colors or not. Once I got all of the pieces assembled and it looking like an elephant, I got to the detail work and the texturing to give it more of that elephant skin look and feel. And of course I had to put his trunk up because an elephant with their trunk up is always good luck. And here he is. He's more of a big jizzy elephant than a small one, but he turned out so flippin' good. I still need to get his sealant coat on, but here he is all baked and the leftover beads and single pearl that I'll be doing as well.
Wow.
How much of that is jizz?
You saw it. She powderized the jizz first and then rolled it in with the rest of the material. So it was like a few loads.
Yeah. So Chris, with one of the all-time greatest backfire live comments of all time, when it was powder, Chris goes, "Hey, yo, cut me up a rail," because it looked like cocaine. Turned out it was a bunch of jizz, Chris.
Yeah. You might not want it now. It also might make your nose really sticky, clog it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I ask you, which one's worse, moose turd jewelry or semen figurines?
Jizz figurines is worse.
I don't know.
I think moose turd's still worse. Honestly.
Yeah, I think moose turds too. I mean, this is the jizz thing is very kinky, like it's sexual and like freaky. The other one's just gross.
So time out. Let's do this. It's not your jizz. It's some other dude's jizz.
It was your partner's jizz.
But let's not say that because it could be let's say it's not. Let's say it's a random dude's jizz, elephant or moose turd.
Well, then I'd rather have moose turd.
Exactly.
Moose turd. If it's a random person's jizz, moose turd.
Yeah. If it's my jizz, of course you could. I'll have a my jizz elephant, no problem.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's fair. Live comment. Tiller says, "Ma'am, I wanted a jazzy elephant."
Right, not jizzy.
That would have been a mix up. And then Jim asks, "Does she sell earrings too?" Yes, she does, Jim. You can get whatever you want, bud. You can turn your jizz into any type of jewelry with her.
I'll tell you, that's a real dark joke. You can get someone like a gift. Like if you like secretly like hate someone, you could send her this jizz and then give someone a nice elephant, and then they're prominently displaying it in their home, and only you know
elephants.
Only you know that that's a jizz elephant and it's your jizz, and that would give you so much satisfaction if you were a sicko.
Genius, Wes. Not only that, but you could come up with like a little thing with it. Like, I know you like elephants. This is such and such luck elephant. If you rub its back, it's said to give you good luck.
If you kiss it,
give it like a little story. If you kiss it,
kiss it, like get like a kissing frog or something.
Yeah, for good luck.
Oh shit, Wes, that's an amazing prank.
Yeah,
I like it.
You probably just gave somebody a great idea. Okay, But let's end this. Let's go from the negative. I mean, I thought those were all fantastic, but let's end it on a positive note from the submissions, because the Heart of Hive really is the most inspirational bunch I've ever talked to. Very fun people. Like this submission from Corey, who showed us via @thefucktv the sheer size and dexterity of an elephant penis. Now I'm going to play this on mute and read the caption for you guys. And it says, male elephants possess a remarkably versatile genitalia that extends its utility beyond reproductive functions. Their prehensile penis is highly mobile and can be maneuvered with a significant degree of control. One of the notable non-reproductive uses of their genitalia is for bodily maintenance. Elephants
he was grooming himself. He was cleaning his stomach.
He was itching his belly with his dick. They've been observed using their penis to scratch hard to reach areas such as their belly when they experience irritation or discomfort.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So imagine that. Pretty sweet, right? Don't you wish you could do this with your dick?
Yeah.
Like you can just, it's like a third
Good
arm.
thing I got hands.
Yeah. I would never leave the house if I could do that type of thing with my dick. Busy.
It's impressive. It's impressive. Now I see why the AI picked bull elephants as the number one predator, because that's impressive. That's intimidating.
That there's another weapon he could use.
Oh yeah. He could bludgeon you to death with that thing.
Yeah, hold you down with it. All right. Thank you, Will, and thank you.
I got one more.
Okay.
Mark. Oh, sorry. Okay. And finally, most positive of all, from listener Christian via @puberty, they post that a Canadian entrepreneur named Marcel Lebrun, who sold his social media monitoring company for 8 figures, is using his profits to create a community of tiny homes for homeless individuals in Fredericton, New Brunswick. And Lebrun's 12 Neighbors is the name of the project. It aims to build a gated community with 99 tiny homes and an enterprise center to offer homeless individuals a fresh start. He's invested $4 million of his own money into the initiative, and it's already 3/4 of the way to being completed, with additional funding coming from grants and governments. Each tiny home features a full-service kitchen, living and bedroom areas, a full bathroom, small deck, solar panels on the roof, and aesthetically pleasing and exterior paint a coat, blah, blah, blah. Just a feel-good one to end this segment. And Marcel Lebrun sounds like a pretty good guy.
That looks incredible. That is incredible. Like if you could do that in every community, it would be great. But I'm just going to throw it out there. After a few months.
I was thinking the same thing, Mark. It's going to be a fucking
it's going to be a fucking shit
heroin,
show.
Ben.
Yeah, it's beer cans, needles everywhere.
Yeah. But he's building them himself to try to help the homeless.
It's just going to be a party zone.
I think he's just confining them to a single space. Is what
they're going to party their nuts off
around him.
There.
Yeah. I don't want to see him, and he's putting them inside.
It's good in theory, but I mean, it's going to be a war zone out there.
Yeah, it's just a nice bridge.
Right.
Okay, well, it's crazy to me that Marcel has to do all that, invest all of his own money on top of paying Canadian taxes to fix homelessness in his area, because
he should write that off. He should be able to write
that's a lot of investment.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could get like sober living homes, if they kind of used like the same kind of thing with a sober living, like you get kicked out if you're caught with drugs, that kind of stuff. There needs to be quite a few rules.
Needs to be policed pretty heavily.
In
the community, not like don't like lock them up but kick them out of the community type thing.
Can't just let anyone in there.
It's like Trailer Park Boys times 10. Right. It's going to be insane.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, they should just film a new Trailer Park Boys there.
Yeah.
Oh, reality show in that place would be incredible.
It'd be awesome. Yeah.
He made like the real life ecosystem, except
maybe that's what he's doing.
He could make his money back because everyone would watch that show. Yeah. Make his money back and then some.
We got to keep our eyes on Marcel.
Yeah. All right. I got a double. Thank you again, Will. Thank you for the Hive for the submissions. I've got a double food delivery service stories for you. First up, let's get the obvious one out of the way. DoorDash has publicly announced to all its customers that get this. If you're a cheap piece of shit and you do not tip at all, you don't tip your delivery drivers in the app, you can expect much longer delivery times than people who tip, and specifically people who tip well.
Finally. I thought this was the way that it was the whole time. I thought,
it already is. I'll get to it. But they've now added a screen letting the dum-dums know, saying, are you sure you want to complete the order with $0 tips? Because we're telling you now officially, your food's going to get cold. People aren't going to want to deliver to you, so it's going to take much longer. And I'll tell you what happened kind of before this screen came out, Will, at least from my experiences. So I'm not sure if anyone was unaware, but DoorDash also made it aware that the drivers, aka me, can see how much you tip in the app before accepting the orders. So depending on the app, like I do DoorDash and Uber Eats, it'll tell you like how much you're going to get with tip for the whole trip, how many miles it is, and where you're going, which restaurant, what delivery address you're going to, the name of the person, and how much you're expected to get with tip. Now, afterwards, they could potentially adjust the tip. DoorDash doesn't let them. Uber Eats does. You can adjust it up or down. DoorDash, it tells you exactly what you're getting. That's what you're getting. But you can decline the offer if it's low. I always have been able to as a driver. If the offer's low, you know the tip's low. You just hit fucking decline. I'm not going to go drive 7 miles for $4 because some asshole didn't want to tip. Decline. And that's what's always been happening. I guess non-tippers may not have known that. So the workaround, I think, for that before in the app was eventually after they hit like a certain milestone, like 2 hours, no one picks up this cheapskate's order. The app itself kind of ups the delivery without tip and says, all right, we'll give you $10 to go the 5 miles. We'll take a hit. Uber Eats and DoorDash will take the hit because we can't have someone that ordered it new not get his food at all, because then they're going to start complaining. So like after like a couple hours, what happens is the app takes the hit themselves. They pay you out of pocket to go deliver to these pieces of shit that don't know how to tip or don't want to tip. They refuse to tip. And
well,
now
technically the company could afford it if they're taking the hit themselves.
They have been able to, but now they're saying they don't. Now they're saying they don't want to do it
margin.
anymore. Well, now they're saying they don't want to do it anymore. That's what this is. Now they're saying you might not get your food at all.
When times were good, they'd take the hit, but now.
Yes. That's what this is. This is saying, hey, we didn't want to let you know you're a cheap piece of shit. Now we're letting you know you're a cheap piece of shit, and you're not going to get your food if you don't tip.
Because we're so cheap,
our drivers,
we won't put our profit percent any lower than we need to for Wall Street. So now that we could take the hit, no, you take the hit now.
But to be fair, what kind of psychopath has someone drive to pick up their food, deliver it to their house, and give them $0?
Yeah,
well, it sucks.
That's insane.
A lot of people, I think, who order it is insane. But a lot of people who order through those, they feel like they're paying so many fees already. Like I always tip. Then don't. Because the driver needs some money. So don't use it if you think there's too many fees. But they might know that the company will take the hit eventually, so they might just be willing to wait.
Maybe not. And my experience, I think, is just they're cheap assholes. Anyways, that's what's going on with that. They're letting DoorDash in particular is letting cheapskates know that you're not going to get your food anymore.
Yeah, but the DoorDash, as we've covered, is a very ethically questionable organization.
They all are. Like, it's so weird to me how like they skim so much. Like you'll be driving around, and you'll accept an order, and then they're like, for $2 more, would you like to accept a delivery for 1 mile? And it's like, wait a minute, if I'm picking up another shitload amount of food, why are you only paying me $2? Even if the person didn't tip, it should be like $5.
That goes to DoorDash, bro.
It goes to
DoorDash.
Always, because you're in there. They're all shady, very shady. Okay, now for the gross one. And listen, this really makes me believe the pizza I got a couple months ago was covered in urine.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
you ordered a drunk pizza. And then did you realize the urine at the time, or was it like a later?
When I opened the box, my wife started saying, when I opened the box, like sometimes when you get a pizza, it's got some grease on it. This was from like Domino's, and it had, I would say 15 times more grease than I've ever seen on any type of pizza from any delivery place. About a half inch of standing liquid across the entire large part pizza.
Yeah, that was piss.
Yeah. Or spilled drink. It was not. It wasn't grease. Anyways, and that's because of this clip I'm about to play.
Claims he ordered a milkshake on Grubhub but got a cup full of urine instead. Caleb Wood saying that he ordered a Chick-fil-A sandwich, fries, and a milkshake through Grubhub. Well, when he started eating his meal, he put the straw in his cup and says he took a sip and immediately realized he had gotten a cup of warm urine.
Did you confuse the cups? Because dude, it's half full of pee.
Wood going on to say the driver admitted that he works long hours and doesn't take bathroom breaks, so he urinates in a cup. Wood saying Grubhub took 4 days to get back to him after he reported the incident.
Refunded a portion of the order. I think it cost like $25, and they refunded $18. the actual cost of the food. They didn't refund like the delivery fee or the tip that I gave or anything like that.
ABC4 reached out to Grubhub as well for a response, and in a statement they responded with saying in part, "This is unacceptable and we have absolutely no tolerance for this or any type of misconduct on Grubhub. We took immediate action with the driver and ended his contract with us."
Dude.
Whoa.
Caleb Wood, piss drinker.
Yeah. Dude, he kept the thing.
Dude, he's smart. I mean, he might get a nice little payout from this.
He should.
but-
He should. That's so disgusting.
Yeah, Grubhub's gonna need to shut him up.
That's traumatizing.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
And he gave
That pee was so dark.
It's disgusting.
dark, dude.
It's disgusting. I also saw last month a food delivery driver got fired after getting caught. Like he delivered the food to an apartment complex, like a 3rd story, and then he turns around and just starts peeing down the stairs.
Mhm.
Like, what is going on? The peeing on and in around the food needs to stop. There's a funny thing about delivering food, which again, for the 100th time, I have some current experience with it. Almost every single place you go to pick up the food, except for say like food trucks and small delivery pizza chains that are pickup and delivery only, have easily accessible public restrooms.
Yeah,
Right.
you could walk right in there and piss in the
Every single one of them.
Yep.
I do it multiple times a shift, and they're happy to let me use the bathrooms, and then I wash my hands, then I pick up the bags of food.
You're a customer, basically. I mean, you're
Yep.
facilitating
customer.
the customer. Yeah,
You're very much so a customer. Yeah. So I don't get they're not truck drivers driving 12-hour shifts with maybe one stop total at a weigh-in. These are guys that are like taxi cab drivers, except every other stop is a public restroom.
Right. Every other stuff is.
You're stopping every 40 minutes at a public restroom.
This has been a thing with Amazon drivers too, where they say they have to pee in bottles and shit because
It's so stupid.
It's like
Amazon's a little different because if you get like a 6-hour shift, they
yeah.
deliver packages to houses and they don't
Right.
go to public restrooms.
They're
They
not
have go
allowed
to-
to
still
stop,
stop at a
basically.
fucking gas station
Right.
for 2 minutes.
Amazon's slightly
No.
it'd be closer to a truck driver than this is insane for
No,
food
yeah,
Wes,
delivery
the reason they
people.
couldn't stop is because Amazon's tracking the trucks, and basically
Yeah.
they were saying that nobody could take breaks. You had to keep going house to house, so they had to. pee
Well,
in
also
bottles.
knowing Amazon delivery, which I've done before, they overload your car and they tell you it's a 3-hour shift. And unless you're
Right.
fucking speeding and throwing boxes at the doors, it's more like a 5-hour shift because they give you too many boxes. So
Right,
you
exactly.
you don't
That's
get
why
paid per hour. You get paid per block you pick up. And if you pick up a 3-hour block and it takes you 7 hours, go fuck yourself. You get paid for the 3-hour block.
Right.
So these Amazon drivers are like, they have 85 packages. They don't stop at restrooms. I can understand them peeing in a Gatorade bottle. It doesn't make sense for a Instacart person who's going to grocery stores with public restrooms, or a Uber Eats, Grubhub, Favor, DoorDash person. They're always at public restrooms. It's
This guy's
disgusting.
just dirty as fuck. And
Yeah.
look at the color of his pee. You can't. I'm sorry, but if you have pee that color and I see
You're not
it,
drinking water.
I'm not trusting you
Zero.
after that.
No.
He's not drinking water. That was his only pee of the day.
What if Caleb knows this guy and they're in cahoots?
Ooh. Now that's a theory.
Wow.
But anyways,
I don't
Little
know. He wouldn't
payday.
have drank the piss.
He
might
probably
not have
didn't drink
drank
it.
he might
Probably
not
didn't drink it. He just probably just got the cup.
Yeah,
and-
because how did Caleb get so fast to him? Usually when I'm done delivering food, I'm out of there. How did Caleb take a sip?
No,
And-
sometimes they sit right in front of your house.
Also, how do you mistake a fucking warm glass
Half
of tea
and a
for a
half-
milkshake?
And it was only half drink. It was only half
Yeah.
full.
Yeah.
Yeah, a full milkshake versus a half
There's
full.
some
urine.
holes in this story for sure.
I like it, Wes.
There's a little bit of holes, but no, a lot of times when you get food
It's
dropped off
warm.
at your house,
He's
no,
like, hey,
it's-
wait.
but
He's like,
but
wait, right.
It was an insulated cup. It was an
He's like,
insulated
wait
cup.
right
You're not
there.
gonna
It's a
feel the
Chick-fil-A cup.
temperature.
It's not that insulated. He's like, wait right there. I'm gonna take a sip of this half full
Yeah.
warm cup.
No.
gonna
The
call
driver
you
sits
back.
out in front. If you have a house like I do, where I have like a good spot on the street where a driver can sit there, they often will sit there for like 10, 15 minutes after they
Oh,
drop
that's
off.
stupid.
Really? 10, 15? Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
costing
because
them
like
money
I've got
for
a
guy-
spot with like it's good. It's like on a good street. They can just sit there and like wait for the next thing. I could
For a guy
easily,
that
if someone was
claims
fucked
he's-
up, go out there and find them.
For a guy that claims
Most
he
of
has
the
no time to piss, why is he sitting outside someone's house? He should be on to the next delivery. But
He's pissing in the
maybe
next
he's
cup.
pissing. Maybe he's pissing in the next cup.
Yeah.
Jim S says, hey, piss lips to Corey.
He's gonna hear that forever.
Yeah, what an idiot. So yeah, people that fuck with your food are worse than non-tippers, but both are bad. Stop being terrible people. It doesn't take a lot of effort to add a tip or to use an actual restroom.
Yeah, it's true, Mark. That's very logical.
All right, got a Florida man for you today. Patreon.com/hard factor. If you want to hear more Florida men stories, $5 a month gets you 4 to 5 hours of extra content a month. Just Florida man. Pretty good deal. And guys, I'm thinking of quitting the show and joining an elite new law enforcement task in Florida. Gotta be honest. One that I feel like I could really excel in. We've all heard of the highway patrol or the beach patrol, but one Florida man has started a new task force, the booty patrol. However, actual law enforcement are not too happy with the man. And here is
they don't like the booty patrol.
They hate the booty patrol. They're jealous of the booty patrol.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
In a Facebook post, DeSoto County put the Chevy Silverado's red and blue lights on blast, claiming that this truck has been impersonating law enforcement. But when you jump into the comments, you see people saying this is a show truck and no one is being pulled over. When you look closely, you find the owner of the truck, and sure enough, his Facebook is flooded with pictures and videos like this, showing off the Booty Patrol truck, lights flashing and all, and claiming that he has never had the lights on while driving. Well, today, deputies say that they found that truck and the driver, and they gave him a ticket. The Booty Patrol has sparked a debate about what's legal and what's not when it comes to customizing your cars.
Parody law.
News reporter Michael Hudak joins us now live. So, Michael, what is the issue with the Booty Patrol vehicle?
Ross,
He's on delay.
the answer is in the booty, meaning inside of the booty truck. You see, there are no legal ramifications for those kinds of decals that you're about to see in this video. The real violation are the lights that he used to impersonate a law enforcement officer. Florida Statute 316.2397 says a person may not have a red and white, or blue light visible from directly in front of their vehicle, thus marking the last time that the Booty Patrol could be so cheeky. Wink News showed you this truck on Monday night, decked out from front to booty, with booty control sitting on the asphalt. Except this was no officer of the law. He was trying to be an officer of your derriere, and that's not even the butt of the joke. The DeSoto County Sheriff's Office first posted on social media asking for the public's help in identifying who the booty man was. They're like, he ain't with us, but he's pretending to be us, and he's not allowed to patrol the booty. Then in the comment section of that post, the booty man commented, admitting that he was the booty troll. So let's put this all together here. The decals on the side of the car are not a problem at all. It's the lights that he had on top of the vehicle that were impersonating an officer of the law, when in reality, he was not an officer of anything, not even
brown
the booty.
outfit.
Reporting in Lee County.
Yeah, look at that outfit.
What a performance. Like a UPS delivery driver.
Yeah, yeah.
What was his name though, Wes? Hold up. Who was that reporter? Because that was impressive. All the blood puns. I like that.
Yeah.
He got too excited on the first one and botched it.
He works for Wink. I don't know.
Find this dude.
We'll find it out.
I'd like to take the Booty Patrol piece, please.
Yeah. This guy, I'm not, as I've said recently, I hate fake cop cars because they freak you out on the road. But this is a parody cop car. That's hilarious. That should be allowed.
So what was the booty guy? Oh, you got his name?
Michael Hudak.
Michael Hudak. Nice
performance, Michael. What was the Booty Patrol guy doing? Like when he would get to a gas station, he'd turn the lights and be like, "Booty Patrol, pulling you over, ma'am."
Yeah. So for those of you listening, it's a white Chevy Silverado. It looks like a beach. It looks like a lifeguard truck. Basically, it's got like a little green strip on the back. Yeah,
the
Border Patrol truck.
Satire is Border Patrol to Booty Patrol. Right.
Exactly. And it's got a decal on it that says National Booty Behavior Protection. And this is the owner of the Booty Patrol truck. Is 18-year-old Gabriel Luviano.
Yes.
That's awesome.
He's a Mexican dude, and he's just a baller. He's a hardworking kid. I've seen other pictures on his Facebook where he's hauling like excavators and he does construction. He's just a badass. And
leave this kid alone.
Yeah, he saved up his money, and now he's just living the dream with his Booty Patrol truck.
Yeah, Booty Patrol.
Yeah, and
awesome.
Here's a picture. It got in some truck competition. It got like fan favorite truck. I can't quite read that. Maybe you can read the decal.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, or the award. It's like fan favorite truck, and people fucking love it. And like he said, they're claiming that he's pulled people over with this truck, but he's saying no. I only turn it on when I go to shows or if I'm parked and like I want to show it off. Here's what it looks like.
I think he pulls people over when he's parked, and he's like, "Whoop, man, you got a big booty."
Right.
Yeah. Here's what it looks like with all the lights
when he sees
on.
a booty, he's got to patrol it. I
Right.
mean,
Exactly. Well,
it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. So here's what it looks like with all the
Pull that booty over 4 inches to the side here.
the lights on and shit. I mean, it does. Did you guys see that? My internet's fucking up.
No, I didn't see it.
No, we didn't see.
Rewind it.
Come on, motherfucker.
Somebody's playing video games, huh?
No one's here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. It lights
Yeah,
up the tracks. It lights up
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole tracks. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have them
Oh,
outside
wow,
the truck though. He's got the lights like pretty well hidden.
No, in the dash.
In the,
though.
yeah, I mean, it's in the grill, like you know,
the grill. That's definitely illegal on the road.
He's in a
If
parking
yeah.
lot.
Right,
Yeah,
but he
I
doesn't
mean-
do it on the road. He only goes to shows and does it. So
Right. So it's a he said, she said.
exactly. But they gave him a ticket because they claim that he's pulling people over. Definitely has never pulled anyone over.
Well, that's stupid because unless they're claiming he's pulling over pedestrians, he doesn't know what the booty looks like from inside the car to car. You know, he's got to see. Someone's got to be outside their car for him to see the booty, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Here's some girls next to the booty patrol. I mean, look, he's having the time of his
guy's-
fucking life.
This guy's the
Yeah,
man.
they're jealous.
He is. They're very jealous. Also, possibly they don't like the fact that the wheels. He said he already got a ticket because the truck wheels light up in Mexican colors of red, green, white, and red, or green, white, and red. So maybe they don't like a Mexican guy patrolling for booty on their turf.
Dude,
maybe.
that guy's awesome. It doesn't matter. Let him put any light, and that's not blue and red, so that should be better. Live comment from Tiller, the official truck of Panama City. Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah, pretty cool.
It's fitting.
Oh yeah, he would. Oh god, this guy. Yeah, Panama City, he rakes it in. He just up and down the same fucking strip all night long. So, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Miss.
Yeah, I like the booty patrol.
I mean, the comments are all like, fucking leave him alone, blah blah blah. Like that, we love it. It's hilarious. Get a fucking sense of humor.
I wish I'd thought of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Booty Patrol's amazing.
So anyway,
I mean, just make him pop out the lights in the grill for real. That's all you have to do. Nobody would confuse those lights that are at the top of his interior windshield for cop lights. The grill lights are the only thing. That,
if he has just
the running board lights are fine.
If he,
the ones inside the
even
interior.
have they offered him that?
He can change the color. You heard what they said. It's specific color lights, so he could change them to all green. I think
purple and green,
and be fine. Yeah,
right. Because you can do yellow on any car, right?
Yeah. He needs to just change the color of the lights. Is all.
Right.
I think that's the problem.
Stop fucking with this dude.
Yeah, Booty Patrol.
Your internet's definitely off, Wes. Your mouth is moving at completely different times.
I know. Well,
yeah, it's awesome.
We gotta spin for Hive Hour tomorrow. Is that right?
Yeah.
High five.
All right, you pull that up, Will, because there's no way I can do it.
I got it. 1 second here. Let's get the wheel.
I gotta reset.
Mine doesn't have the sweet songs that Wes's does, but
you can log in if you just log in under our Gmail. It's right there for you.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
it's too late. I've already designed a fresh wheel. So here it is. Spinning for Hive 5 tomorrow. Who's it going to be?
Boom, 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 boom. Hip hop, hip hop. That's me.
Back to Marv.
That's Mark.
It's me again. Oh, we can bring up the comments again. We don't want to do all of them from the high five, but the
oh yeah, definitely
Gen V.
Yeah, Gen V comments from TikTok about how it's creepy to say that a woman over 50 is attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Professional hottie, you're a sick fuck. She was a model.
What's it like to be a sick fuck?
Yeah. So it was like, this is the type of guy you want to keep your daughters away from.
Yeah.
40 and married. So
you're gonna want to. Yeah, you're gonna want to tune in
because what's wrong with him?
What's going on the internet right now? So.
Yeah,
well, I think we nailed it. Nikki Trashcan's live comment says, "Boys, I'm 30 minutes behind, and holy shit, I'm dying." So we must have had an insanely good episode.
Good.
Congrats to us. Congrats to everybody. You know.
Yeah, that's it. Please join us tomorrow. We love you. Have a great fucking day.